here tutasaidiana naye. Tumebakisha kama mbili kisha tuone play and then we call the next one. Who is coming on next?
All the way from Seme sub-county, Kisumu County, Seme TVC will present a narrative by the title Aviator. Ndege kameanguka. So these two boys, after finishing their O levels, they decided to join the Polytechnic. While there, kugongewa nayo, kuinama nayo. So these two boys decided, let's do something and see if it can. Mr. President, enjoy the story. Thank you.
Asante.
Vunja mifupa kama bado neno iko, utakujalia ukisapoteza muda wako, utakujalia ukisapoteza muda wako. Pole sana. Ladies and non-ladies, oh sorry, gentlemen,
fellow citizens, we welcome you. We must say thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for showing up today.
We know it is not very easy to say sober. That is why we welcome you.
Thank you for staying sober and coming here today.
And it is for that very reason, Mr. President, we are here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, join us, the two brothers, Odose and Opise, as we tell you the two stories from Seme.
Now, ndugu zanguni, it was 3 good years after we had completed our Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education, KCSE.
Excelled, by the way, wapendwa, we had excelled. Mr. President, your boys had passed. Just imagine scoring an A for apple in almost all the subjects. English, mathematics, chemistry, physics, biology, agriculture, chemistry, Kiswahili.
Kiswahili kanyo to Mr. President.
And was now just waiting to join the next level of education.
Since we were never lovers of theory, our main aim was to enroll to a polytechnic for a more practical program.
Now, looking back at our family, our dreams of becoming engineers grew dim bit by bit due to the fact that our family was always used as the perfect example of the famous Kiswahili terms.
Masikini oe hae, sina mbele wala we. 3 meals a day was a very big problem. At times we could celebrate upon hearing the term mandas as if it was Christmas.
Now, my father had to organize for an Arambe.
Hey, Opise, Odose, what we saw that day? What we saw, our problem shifted from raising funds for our education to how we are going to feed all the village who are present.
People came from all corners of the village. Others came well dressed to kill, while others came well dressed to resurrect those who are dead.
People were looking good, Mr. President, from here.
Wait. Who's he saying? Started confusing the atmosphere. It started giving the vibes of Kempinski, Villarosa, Wait.
Wapendwa. Somewhere at an angle and watch as people gave out the little fund they came with. 5K, 50 bob.
Gafla binfu. Punde se punde. Our uncle himself, kijana refu slim kidogo, Mr. Kenneth Otieno Ode pocketed his one hand into the pocket to allow free circulation of the transformer.
Stood up, walked majestically towards the podium and clapped 200K.
Our other uncle, Mr. Musa Tangulia, also stood up, went to the podium and popped 300K. Finally, last but not least, was our very famous uncle, a man who loved education more than the way slave queens love their wigs and makeup. Mr. Daktari, Honorable Julius Migosi Ogamba stood up, pocketed his one hand also, went out and took 400,000.
It is what it is. Walked majestically towards the podium. Hey, pop, 400K. Makofi. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Mungu. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na wanavijiji. Sisi ni wale tuliosaidiwa na Musa.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that being done,
We left our home, headed to the city, joined the college and started our journey to success.
as days and weeks passed by, Mr. President, we noticed that we were the ones who were looking very different from people. Tulikuwa tunakaa venye tunataka, right from the way we were eating, the way we were dressing, and the way we were walking.
Wapendwa, being the most curious student in our class, we decided to investigate and find out what would have been the problem.
And so, upon our
Can you imagine dancing while being slapped? Hey, wapendwa, dancing while being slapped.
Say what?
Dancing, ladies and gentlemen, while being
Hey, some men even came with their daughters, and some boys like us even came with their mothers. Hey.
Anyway, if Kimani can do that, Sembo say 1cc. Serio, toka kwa nyumba, osiepna nikupeleke disco. Upon realizing that we were the different one, we decided to inquire from Kimani and find out what could have been the problem. So Kimani introduced to us a new method of getting more money online. Aviator. Aviator.
According to how Kimani was giving his explanations, wapendwa, our blood started boiling. Mr. President, imagine anatuambia ukiweka 100 unapata 1,000, ukiweka 1,000 unapata 100,000, ukiweka 100,000 unapata 1 million. Mr. President, 1 million, 1 week, 1 month, sisi, wewe, wajumbe, salary, flat rate.
We decided to try our luck with this mysterious aeroplane. Took all the money we had and bet our luck with it.
Wapendwa, President, time passed. The plane was still flying. The plane was still flying. The confidence we had made us to offer everybody in the building a bottle of whatever they wanted. That happened until we had a sharp cry. Mr. President, the plane had done that thing. Wapendwa, the plane had flew away. That was when we realized that we had lost everything. Wamepanga kutumaliza sisi, wamepanga kutumaliza. Ona sasa tumesasota sisi, ona sasa tumesasota. Wapendwa, life started becoming miserable. 3 months. 3 months was like 365 days.
3 meals a day was a very big problem. We could not think of going back home because our father will summon the spirit of leprosy on us.
Sasa sida tulikuwa kama matoto mayajani.
Matoto mayatima hiki tokino.
Opise. Wazazi wako ama wako?
Wako.
Wazazi wako ama wako?
Wako makope nyumbani wako.
Na ukiambiwa urudi nyumbani utarudi.
Sikufukuzwa.
Mr. President, our future started misbehaving.
Our future. Mara inawaka, mara inazima. Inazimika inawaka, inazimika inawaka, inawaka.
One evening, as he was seated, thinking of the next move, we overheard an advert on the television. An advert fully sponsored by the government. under the Ministry of Sports, Youth and Cultural Affairs, all about Talanta Matani. Tararan tan tan, tararan tan tan, tararan tan tan tan, tararan tan tan. Hey, I'll be here. Did you need that? Hero. Wapenzi watazamaji, karibuni katika habari zetu za hivi jioni, zikiletwa kwako nami Rashid Abdalla, na kwenye studio ni wangu mpenzi
unaribu
Seme kitu.
Serikali imetemba kundradi gine iwacho nango
mbinu mbuni.
Serikali imetemba wapendwa, na Kiswahili sio mdomo chetu.
Without wasting time, we posted a picture of our talent online.
Wapendwa, we posted whatever we had, and as you can see, maisha has been nywe.
And currently, we are rolling with German machines just parked across the road. The only thing lacking in that German machine is the bandera of the country. But very soon, we shall have one. Do you know why? Because we shall be the CS,
Cabinet Secretary,
Minister for Enjoyment, Intercontinental, Monumental.
Can you imagine taking breakfast at Kuala Lumpur?
Taking lunch with the President and the First Lady at the State House.
Taking dinner at Honolulu. Wapendwa, Honolulu.
Imagine sleeping in Hollywood.
Waking up at Bollywood.
Taking pictures, selfies and Snapchats in Nollywood.
Taking pictures in State House and all the woods in State House.
Aye. Transformation is evident.
Maisha imekuwa swari.
Papa,
unijaze roho niweze kumshinda shetani. Papa, unijaze roho niweze kumshinda shetani. Wanafunzi, ukigambo la sukulu fees, kesho utasomaje? Papa, unijaze roho niweze kumshinda shetani.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, most the fellow students, hata kama ni kutafuta pesa ya kufurahisha girlfriend, usichukue school fees uweke kwa mafuta ya ndege.
Hapana, jaribu.
And to the men in the house, hata kama ni kutafuta rent, usichukue mshahara uweke kwa mafuta ya ndege.
Hapana, jaribu.
And to the lovely women in the house, our mothers, most if you know that you are a treasurer in the groups of churches and women, usichukue pesa ya wanawake wenzako uweke kwa mafuta ya ndege.
Hapana, jaribu mtu ya Sabbath day. Hapana, jaribu.
And to our Mr. President, just a piece of advice, as a man to man. Hiyo pesa kidogo umeka ya kupeleka First Lady vacation, usichukue uweke kwa mafuta ya ndege.
Hapana,
we. Utamwaga unga wetu bwana.
I'm sorry. Si tumemaliza sitori yetu. Opise.
Chukua maji.
Chukue.
Wapendwa, tafadhali tuwapongeze wapendwa wetu na ndege yao ya Aviator. One more time, let's make some noise for them, ladies and gentlemen. Well done.